So, Josh, I have a question for you.
Okay.
So, with all the new phrases that we've heard in 2020, which one do you like the least? And I'll give you kind of a multiple choice. So, there's new normal,
Mm.
there's non essential,
Mm.
and what's another one that we heard a lot? Unprecedented.
Ooh,
Which one of those do you
unprecedented.
like the least?
My least favorite of those three, and Matt, this is going to come to no surprise to you whatsoever, or anyone else who has heard me talk or speak on a podcast or anything, and that is that non essential is a phrase that I would like to just get rid of.
Now, speaking of attractions and businesses that support attractions, why is that stick in your craw?
Well, I think that the term non essential suggests unnecessary. That back in March of 2020, which now feels like it was forever ago, when non essential businesses needed to close, there became this immediate sense of, well, if they're non essential, why are they existing to begin with? And I think it's really given a lot of us in the attractions industry time to reflect on that statement, but also reflect on the impact that we as an industry make on society at large.
And what I think is so important is now that we are stepping out and coming out of the pandemic a bit, just how truly essential our attractions and the businesses who support them really are, not only to the economy, but to people's jobs and to people's livelihoods and to the joy that we bring. So I think it's time that we let people tell their essential story.
Absolutely. And one thing, too, is that we want to make sure that we're clear that we have nothing but the utmost appreciation for the businesses and the jobs that are deemed essential. The healthcare workers and the first responders and the educators absolutely are 100% not just essential, but life sustaining. But the opposite of essential, I do not feel like is non essential. So the attractions industry, like you said, jobs, economic output, the philanthropic nature of our industry is so important, not to mention those moments that happen at various attractions, theme parks, zoos, aquariums, museums, family entertainment centers, wherever, are having such a strong impact on people's lives that linger long past their visit. So, what we want from everyone in the industry is for you to tell us in 2 minutes or less why your attraction or business is essential. What do you provide that people need? Not that it's just something that people want, not just something that can be dismissed when the word non essential comes up, but what is it that you are contributing? And we can take all those together and we can change the narrative and we can prove that attractions are essential.
And this could be, like you said, this could be from the jobs that we create. It could be the joy that we create for our guests. It could be the money that we put in the pocket of people in the community, whatever it is, and how essential we are to the recovery of the entire globe. So, Josh, how would somebody submit their essential story?
Well, there is a link if you go to attractionpros.com/attractions are essential, written out as one word. There is a link that is going to take you into a Zoom meeting that you're recording. It's private. Don't worry. It's just going to come to us and we will collect all of those and we will put them together and feature as many as possible in an upcoming episode of the Attraction Pros podcast. If you feel like you need to take a couple of takes to do it, that's fine. We will cut out the final copy and we will only take the final polished version. But we're so excited. Frankly, I'm really excited to hear ideas that we can't even think of. We talk about, economic impact, job creation, things like that. But I know that there are so many stories out there that share why attractions are essential.
So, whatever your story is, wherever you feel like you're essential to our recovery, we invite you to share that with us so that we can share it with the world.
Yep. And please submit prior to June 22nd, 2021.